Yo, what's good everyone? It's your boy Jayzo Reacts, and today we are reacting to Jan Blachowicz vs Israel Adesanya. Destiny awaits UFC 259. Extended promo by Adesanya Films. Sorry if I'm saying that wrong. Adesanya Films. But yeah, we're reacting to a UFC video today. To my knowledge, I know that Jan is a light heavyweight champion. He just defeated Dominic Reyes. I think he's on a mad win streak. I think he is. I think he's on a mad win streak. And I think they're all by knockouts too. I'm not sure. Comment below. Comment below if that's right. But I know Jan's got crazy power. And Israel's the UFC middleweight champion. He's currently undefeated. And yeah, he's going up to light heavyweight to fight for the title, and obviously we know why. That's versus the man himself, the so-called GOAT. You guys can decide who's the GOAT, but just to verse John Jones. So this is a good matchup, man. You know, both of them got something to prove. I know that Jan's always the underdog. You know, he's always got something to prove, and what better chance to prove it than against Israel, man. And I know Israel wants to prove that he's the pound for pound best in the world, and that, you know, chasing the myth John Jones, and, you know, wants to get his undefeated streak off the record. I know he's got one loss, but who really counts it? So. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video.
Israel Adesanya, so according to him, but the last style bender does it 12-0.
Israel Adesanya, undefeated in MMA, had a crazy debut at UFC 221.
Middleweights, I'm the new dog in the yard.
You check all the boxes. Can he fight? Can he talk? Is he confident? But yet does he understand that there's still room to grow? Like all the things you need out of a prize fighter, that's it. So if he can keep developing in the way he has been, look out.
Watch that.
Tonight the challenges get tougher as he faces Italian Marvin Vettori and still undefeated the last style bender Israel Adesanya. 2 wins already in the UFC this year. What does the rest of 2018 look like for you?
You made your debut in February, then you fought again in April. Now you're fighting early July. Was the plan always to stay this active?
Not just a win, a wipeout dominance over a top 10 fighter.
For the winner, and still undefeated.
All the experts said, oh, is it too soon?
Many people, including me, think this kid is the future.
3 fights, 6 months. I'll put these guys away, I promise you. Who else?
Who can stop that man? Israel, you're skinny, bro. And you.
That's how you shut down your haters, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you shut down your haters.
I keep saying, man, I don't throw in hope.
Precision.
I aim and fire.
Precision.
The last style bender, ladies and gentlemen.
History's made again with the last style bender.
Israel Adesanya.
Listen, it is crazy to think about how fast he has risen up the ranks.
What's next for you?
Legend.
What a striking match turned in by Israel Adesanya and Anderson Silva.
Anderson, obrigado, my friend. You've been doing this for a long time. And Rob, heal up quick. Kelvin, put that belt down.
Israel Adesanya is going to face Kelvin Gastelum for the interim middleweight
title.
title.
Kevin gave him a good fight.
You were one of the most exciting contenders.
I think that should be a rematch.
Most exciting champions, and I can't wait to see you fight for the undisputed title. The last style bender, ladies and gentlemen.
Israel Adesanya will look to unify his UFC middleweight title in front of potentially the biggest crowd in UFC history, and will do it down under.
I told you guys, I already said it before my UFC debut. You're gonna see me and Robert Whitaker one day. That's gonna come one day.
Oh! Whitaker nearly out on his feet. Adesanya trying to close it out. Israel Adesanya.
Like I said, I was in the nosebleeds, and now I made his nosebleed. I want to test myself against everyone of this era who's a beast.
That was a boring fight, wasn't it?
And still, do you know who's next? I got this heavy-ass Ricky Martin wannabe, Blachowicz.
I will be waiting for Adesanya.
He just called him a Ricky Martin wannabe.
Skinny claw Adesanya.
I don't like this guy. I want to rearrange his face. When I'm done with him, he'll really look like Ricky Martin. Watched.
shut him down tonight and absolutely destroyed him. He's going to be the next big superstar here.
For me, it's about the names you collect, the scalps you take along the way.
They said I don't have no knockout power. You too skinny, bro.
All you wanted was a chance to prove you were the best middleweight in the world.
Day in,
and
day
less
out,
than 2 years on this
proving
UFC
everyone's
roster,
wrong,
you have
man.
done just that. There were a lot of champions who wouldn't have asked for Yoel Romero, de Paulo Costa. I know you want to fight the most dangerous guys.
I want to be the guy that took out everyone, so when it's all said and done, they'll be like, man.
There's a lot left to do in this
I
game.
love Eugene
You've
Beerman,
now
man.
beaten 7
He
of
watches
the
into it.
current 15 top
Hilarious.
middleweights. What do you have left to prove in this division?
Do you still think about going up a weight class?
Yeah, I definitely will go up in weight class, whether it be heavyweight.
How will
or
Adesanya go heavyweight? Imagine that. And will he stay the same weight?
Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world,
Jan Blachowicz.
You know, it was a long journey for me, but finally on the top.
I love his accent. I love his accent.
You obviously went through like some of the adversity, like in the UFC. You know, you had some good wins, and then you sort of had a few losses.
Jacked up,
What goes wrong, you know, and why?
No, damn.
Blachowicz, he has gone back to his original team that helped him get to the UFC.
It wasn't that long ago, Jan, that you were 1-4 over 5 fights, and we were kind of writing you off.
Now Blachowicz, back-to-back, has now beaten Anderson, Jacare Souza, and Luke Rockhold. Before that, he lost to Thiago Santos, but ahead of that, he'd beaten Krylov, Manoa, Cannonier, Devin Clark.
Jan Blachowicz is a guy that, since going back to his coach, has beaten world champion Luke Rockhold.
How satisfying was it giving all the trash talk that you had to absorb leading up to this fight? The transfer not working on me. I'm too old for this. I showed the legendary Polish power.
Polish power, man. Polish power.
Tough fight, a lot at stake here. He has some big names on his resume, and right now he finds himself right in the spot that you want to be as a contender, trying to earn a
He walks his opponents forward, eh? Like he walks him down. Let him know, Jan. Let him know.
Me, you know, I prove they are one of the best in the world.
The guy's right there. You want to tell him something?
You are next. Give me the place and time. Let's do this.
The light heavyweight division all of a sudden wicked interesting.
What do you make of what's next for Jan? I mean, he's called out John Jones.
John Jones has apparently vacated his title.
He just escaped because he don't want to lose against me.
Blachowicz versus Dominic Reyes.
John's headed to heavyweight.
One way or another, that night, we will have a new light heavyweight champion of the world. Well,
I remember that too.
Was the first
Oh,
fighter from
shut.
Poland to break through and realize a UFC championship. We'll see how it goes.
See how Jones does in heavyweight.
UFC appearance here tonight.
Jan versus Dominic Reyes.
He wants the belt, and he will do everything to reach that belt.
Polish power. Polish
The
power.
undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, 37 years of age. You have finally gotten done. Talk about that Polish power, man.
Since you lost to Thiago Santos, you've been on a 4-fight winning streak.
He has always been extremely tough. He's got a great chin. He hits really hard, good on the ground. Who continues to get better despite being 37 years old.
He looked awesome, man. He looked unbelievable.
Let's go. Let's keep it going.
The undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion, Jan Blachowicz.
What did you make of Israel Adesanya's performance in the co-main event? A lot of people were talking about him moving up to 205. Would that be a fight that would interest you down the road?
Israel here, 205 has a new king. Are you still interested to fight the super fight champion versus champion in the light heavyweight?
That was a scary laugh.
Let's talk about your story, man, because it's a real story of perseverance. Despite the adversity and the injuries in your career, you never stopped believing.
You know, it was a long journey for me, but finally on the top. Amazing feeling, you know.
Do you see another
Don't
name
stop,
that
man.
makes the most
Keep
sense for your
working.
first defense?
That's what it's all about.
You know, Izzy is so good. You know, to take people off like Yoel Romero, yes, not the best fight in the world, and Paulo Costa in the way that he did is incredibly impressive.
He said in 2021, he's been saying this for 2 or 3 years now, that 2021 is the year that he wants to go up to light heavyweight. I think it makes sense on his record, and it's ambitious.
Now, why not go up to light heavyweight and fight another absolute monster in Jan?
The clear #1 contender at 185 right now is Robert Whittaker, and he's not ready to go.
Jan, he's a good fighter. He's solid on the ground. He's awkward on the feet, very dangerous, and he poses a lot of problems. And like this is like, all right, let's go.
Against Adesanya, he's going to have to be the one that moves forward. He cannot wait on Adesanya to make a mistake because Adesanya will not make a mistake.
Blachowicz, he needs to get a lot of stamina and he needs to push the fight.
For sure, I'm going to be strong.
But remember, they said that about, what was his name? Paulo Costa, eh? They said for him to walk him down, push forward. What happened? He couldn't. So, we'll see if Jan can do it. See if Jan can put pressure onto Israel. But I can see Israel with a lot of feints, a lot of leg kicks, keeping his distance. Yeah, I see a lot of jabs, jab, move. But I see Israel just getting points and trying to take this thing the whole way.
I find a way how to beat you.
I mean, the legendary Polish power, it's real.
Muscles don't win fights. Skill, technique, and brain power wins fights.
His intelligence and his ability to hit and not get hit, his footwork, his ability to not get taken down. Adesanya is a computer, man. Finally, some breaking news.
Israel Adesanya will be moving up to light heavyweight to challenge Jan Blachowicz for the 205 strap.
Blachowicz and Adesanya. These guys will fight.
I think that this is just such an important fight for both these guys.
I am the champion of 205.
A lot on the line.
If they give me a fight against him, I will be the first one who beat him in MMA.
I want to stay hungry. I want to be the guy that constantly looks to improve and feel like a challenger, even though I'm the king.
And he just looks better and better and better every time he gets in there.
But Jan also looks better than he's ever looked.
Him knocking out Rockhold in such a devastating way.
He looked like he was on another planet.
Yeah, he's
That
very
knockout was
powerful.
crazy.
Adesanya with any given blow.
I mean, Jan's going to look for that opportunity whenever he can.
Very strong body kicks and leg kicks.
I've got something prepared for him.
He means business, and so do I. Jan's an absolute monster.
It just has that vibe of danger to it.
But this is what we do. Like, we
I love him.
monsters.
Right now, he's the guy with the belt, and I get to do the same thing again.
I don't think so.
What's she gonna do when I run wild on him?
Israel Adesanya is the best middleweight on planet Earth.
Both guys are in their prime and out there to prove something.
You have two of the baddest dudes in the world in their prime facing off for the world title.
An opportunity for you to defend your title.
I'm looking forward to that fight now more than ever.
What I find fascinating is that move up to light heavyweight.
I'm not scared to try these things.
He go to 205, he's gonna be different power, different cardio, different timing. Everything is different,
He's not fighting someone that he's fought before or a style he's fought before. I adapt very well to different weight classes.
I find a way to beat him.
You want to be the best fighter, this is where you prove it.
Israel Adesanya, Jan Blachowicz.
This is it. Now or never.
Destiny awaits.
I'm ready. Let's do this.
The best man will win.
I think this is going to be a tremendous fight.
Right now, I feel power. I feel
I love the build-up.
We're now ready to go.
I got a beast in front of me.
It's about to get real.
Whew. Man, shout out to Zion Films. That was a mad video, mad build-up. It felt like the Avengers was like about to go save the world at the end with their build-up. But man, my final predictions, I think Israel's gonna win. I gotta back my boy, man. He's doing it for all Kiwis here, so I'm backing Israel Adesanya. I think he'll take it to decision. If it's not decision, I'm predicting a third round TKO. That's what I'm predicting. But yeah, it's power versus precision, man. Power versus precision. This is a good matchup, man. I don't think Israel's versus someone like Jan. I don't think he has. Well, actually, I kind of think Paulo Costa and Jan kind of similar fighting styles, but who knows? Maybe Jan can, pull out something different. Jan's always an underdog, so I know he's got something to prove. He's got the weight of Poland on his back, and man, that Polish power is dangerous. So Israel's gonna have to watch out for that, man. But for Jan, he's going to have to figure out how to slow down Israel Adesanya, man. Israel's on a roll. And this will be a good matchup. I can't wait for this fight. I think it's in mid-March, early March. So make sure you watch UFC. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you let me know what videos you want me to react to next. And as always, let's go.